Good afternoon, guys. Let us look at a cell this afternoon. A cell. In life science, when we say a cell, we don't refer to the battery cell in your motor vehicles. We talk about cells in the living bodies of plants and animals. Cells in the living bodies of living organisms. Cells in the living bodies of living beings. Thank you. A cell is the basic structural, fundamental, and the functional unit of life. What have I said? I said that a cell is the basic structural, functional, and fundamental unit of a living organism. Let us pick these words one after the other and explain them. When I say basic, I mean that it is the foundation of life. A cell is the basic foundation. Structural. It has formed the structure of that organism you're looking at. Without cells, you won't be what you are as a human being that you are. Without cells, a goat cannot answer goat. Without cells, a dog cannot answer dog. Without cells, plants cannot answer plants. Thank you. Fundamental. Just as you want to build your house and you start with laying foundation with blocks, this is exactly the picture it is with cells. For every living organism to form, cells must be there to start the formation. Functional, for every living organism to function. For every part of a living organism to function, there must be cells. Yes. That is why we have defined a cell as the basic structural and functional, fundamental unit of a living organism. It is the smallest unit of a living organism. Yeah. Just as you have started with pieces of block for your house, you have started with pieces of stones, gravel. Yeah, for the foundation of that your mansion. This is the way these cells have started the foundation of the life of every living organism. Exactly. A cell is capable of carrying out all the life processes, which include feeding, movement, respiration, excretion, growth, reproduction, definite lifespan, and the response to stimuli, of course. Yes, I won't forget that. Response to stimulus. Stimulus is singular, as I used to tell you. The plural form of stimulus is stimuli. So a cell is capable of exercising all these living functions, life processes. In what forms do cells exist? In what forms do cells exist? A cell may exist as a single and free living unit. A cell may exist as a single free living unit. And it must have to be, capable of independent existence. As in amoeba cell, we have discussed it. Search for my previous videos. Amoeba is a single cell. It's not like you and I. Our bodies are made up of numerous cells. Millions and millions and billions of cells. But these other organisms are unit cells, single cells. Yet, they carry out all these life processes of movement, respiration, growth, irritability, reproduction, and so on. Yes, amoeba cell is a single cell. It exists as a single free living unit. The same thing with Paramecium, the same thing with Euglena, the same thing with Chlamydomonas. They engage in all these life processes. Exactly. Now, cells may also exist as a colony. Cells may also exist as a colony. These are the ones we call colonial organisms. Some cells may live as part of a loosely organized association of cells that are capable of moving from place to place. What are we saying here? These are independent cells, but they are clustered together. They don't depend on one another. They have their own lives to live. But because they are clustered, engaged together, they are known as colonial organisms. Yes. Example is the volvulus colony. There is organism called volvulus. The sponge colony. They are called sponge and the volvulus colony. Another form in which cells, exist is in the form of filaments. Yes, there are cells that, live like filaments. Example is Spirogyra. Spirogyra is a filamentous green alga. Its existence is in the form of filaments, so that's why it is called filamentous green alga. Thank you, guys.